So, good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Potting with Shalon. I am Shalon, and continuing on our journey of harvesting the air layers that we did, I am going to attempt and hope I don't botch this thing up of taking off the air layers that I have on the two rain trees. Sorry, not rain trees. I keep mixing them up. I don't know why. Earlier, I probably need some rest or I need a drink. I can't say that. Yeah. So we're looking at harvesting the air layers that I would have done on the ironwood trees that I have. Right now, I checked this one and this one rooted. So I will show you that. And then we're going to check the other one, which I have not checked at all. And that will be a big reveal for the both of us. I'm hoping the other one is as successful as this one because this one did well. So let me get to taking these things off. So my friends, look at this. Success, success, success with this air layer. And as you can see, roots growing out of the bottom of the pot. Now what I would have done, as you would have seen in the last clip, I showed you some pictures that I would have taken. I air layered two branches at the same time and put them in this one pot. So let's see what is happening with this. Let's get to cutting. We don't have time to waste because it's already afternoon time and the sun is going down. And just that I don't forget, today is the 8th of June 2023, and here in Trinidad and Tobago we are celebrating Corpus Christi. So oh good, tongue twister. So to all of my religious folk, happy Corpus Christi, and to the not so religious, happy holiday, because today's a day off. All right, folks, let's get to it. So my friends, I put this thing up and I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna get it off. I think I did a pretty good job of putting it up, but I'm not exactly sure of how I'm gonna get it off. All right, so you can see the underneath of the tree here. And you could also see the side. So roots have been coming out all over the place. So I don't exactly know where is a good place to cut, because I would like to retain this branch as the new lead. So let me pause for a second and think about it. So I'll be right back. So my friends are still contemplating how we're going to do what I'm going to do. I reached out to the more experienced members to see if I could get a little bit of guidance, because this is all part of the learning journey. And if they didn't reach out to me, or they can't reach out to me right now, then I gotta figure it out. The boy had to figure it out. Now, ideally, I want to leave this as the lead, and I want to cut straight across here, so straight across there. So My friends are gonna try to see if I could do that. I'm hoping that I don't kill this thing. Only wish me luck. Wish me luck. Guys, there you have it. One down, one to go. So we're making quick work of this thing, or we're trying to make some quick work of this thing. So we're gonna give this a good watering and put this one side and move on to the next one. Yeah, so we're fretting on. So my friends, here is the next ironwood that I did an air layer on. So this is going to be the big reveal. Hopefully this was as successful as the other one. So we're gonna see. All right. Breeze blowing nice way. This guys, you're seeing, I'm not seeing. All right, let's not panic. There's a possibility that this may have calloused over. So I'm going to take off the pot, try to take off this pot and see what's happening. All right, easy as she goes, easy does it. And you seen before me. Yep, this one wasn't successful. This calloused over. So let me show you what happening with this now. So you could see the cut points here where I did the cut, and it healed over, and it did not give me any roots. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna scar it again, and we're gonna put the stuff back on, and we're going to monitor to see if we can if we could make a magic. As a matter of fact, we're gonna put this stuff back on here because this is quite ugly as it is right now. You know, otherwise I'd do here, but then I don't like this. This is not necessarily a good look. This is an air layer waiting to happen. This one, and then leave this as the new leader. But this is a little too straight for my liking. You know, this is an independent tree. Sorry for the bad focus. So this, my friends, I'm going to turn it a bit so you could see what I'm talking about. From this angle, it looks like a nice a nice triple, you know. But from any other angle, this is dead straight. Dead straight. Which is not necessarily the nicest look. Right? So I'm going to rescar this and mark this date, and we're going to check this back in a few weeks' time to see if we were successful. And once we are successful with this, I'm going to try. Now we realize this is a very tight spot here, a really very tight spot. So it's either I take the air layer from up here and condemn this piece, or I try to take the air layer down here and use this as the new lead, or restart a lead altogether, because we having a bit of inverse taper. If you notice, here is a bit thinner. What should I put in my hand? You see how thick that is? That's where 3 sets of nourishment coming from versus here. Look how thin it is, which is not good. That's no good. So we need to do something about that. So let's try and see if we could do a quick air layer reusing the same equipment that we have, and see what is the seam. Or, now that might be a little too big. I was going to put a different container, but it might be a little too big for the job. So let's see what's happening. So my friends, what I've learned is that you take off the bark around the tree. You scrape off. There'd be a green film on the inside of the bark, on the trunk itself. You scrape that off, and then that would encourage the cut pointer shoot roots. What I've also learned is that when in doubt, you could leave something they call a bridge. So rather than taking the bark off right round, you leave a bridge. And that is what I did with those. I also did it with this, but I'm not sure if I left a bridge that was too big, which encouraged it to callus over. So I'm going to remove the bridge. Right, let me see if I could zoom. I can't zoom from this angle. So I'm going to remove, what blocking? This. I'm going to remove this bridge that you see in there. I'm going to drive around this a bit. I'm going to remove that bridge and scrape it and see if I could get this this air layer going. Now, guys, if I'm doing something wrong and anybody has a different idea or any advice, feel free to leave a comment. If you're checking out my channel for the first time, following our module here, if you're checking out my channel for the first time, thank you, welcome. Please do come again. And if you have been here before, again, thank you. I am trying new things. This might not necessarily be the prettiest of jobs. There are other people that would do it prettier. Until I master it, I ain't gonna be so pretty. What I'm trying to do, as I said before, is to rescar it so that I could do over this air layer and see if we are successful. As I said, for those who didn't catch it, I left a bridge so that in case of emergency, the tree wouldn't, or the I wouldn't lose an entire branch for no real reason. But apparently, when I left the bridge, I left too much of a bridge. At least this is what I think. Alright, my friends, getting a little late, and it's not the most, or it's not the prettiest of jobs, but hopefully I did it in a way that it could be successful. So we had, just to recap, we had one success in the laying of 2 ironwood trees. We had one success, and I wouldn't call it a failure, one learning experience, you know. So one success, one learning experience. So we did it over. We scraped the top, we removed the bridge that I left as a fail safe, and we scraped the top to expose, scraped away the cambium and all of that stuff, and we put some more rooting hormone, and we put back some moist soil. I sprinkled a little bit of the rooting hormone in the soil. Don't know if that's correct to do. And I also sprinkled some cinnamon in the soil as an antifungal. So let's hope that in about 6 weeks when we check this, we did it right this time. And with that, my friends, that's it for today. Thank you so very, very much for joining me. As I always say, try something. Like, subscribe, share, because this is a journey, and I am sure that somebody, I would have given a little bit of information to somebody. So like, subscribe, share. Thank you so very, very much for joining me. This has been Potting with Shalon, and I will see you later. I will see you later in a short. All right, take it light. Later.